And welcome back to the Cisco TV studio, coming to you from Amsterdam and Cisco Live 2024. We're delighted to have you all with us here on the broadcast. My name is Steve Moulter. I hope that you all really enjoyed that innovation talk. Fantastic session from Larissa, Manuel, Jono. How do we capture the benefits of customer experience and AI? I feel like we just heard such a great list of useful and practical and applicable innovations that this team has been working on for all of us to help us to improve that customer experience, so vital. One of the things I think is such a big focus, an important focus, is that reimagined agent and supervisor desktop capability. Check that out when you get the opportunity. In just a moment, we are going to head out to the Innovation Talk Theater, where Rob Boyd is currently trying to corral Larissa and Jono as we speak. We are going to head out to Rob as soon as I get that cue, and I see him over here in my monitor. I really connected with Jono on those three problems that WebEx Contact Center is solving for us and for our customers. Number one, never make them wait. Number two, never repeat yourself. Number three, offer that personal concierge. So powerful, so important for the customer experience. Some brands get that so right, you know what I'm talking about. Other brands, they struggle with delivering that level of experience into every single engagement. The question is, which one are you? Do you get it right? Do you still struggle with it? This could be a fantastic benefit for every single one of you. All across the show, in the world of solutions, in the showcase, all the way here in the hub, we are hearing about these incredible examples of great customer experiences. We hear them from our partners. We hear them from our own Cisco salespeople and executives. And right now, we're going to head on back into the iTalk Theater, where Rob Boyd is going to hear it from the people of the hour. How you doing, Rob?
I am doing fantastic, Steve. Thank you so much. Yes, just fresh off the stage, got Larissa and Jono here. And the talk was interesting. The room was packed, but I don't know if this is fair to isolate, but for each one of you, I'll start with you, Larissa. What is the one thing about AI that you're most excited about, whether you've talked about it here or you maybe have it in the back of your mind for going forward?
I think the thing that's most exciting is how investments we've actually been making over the last couple of years are just compounding now to deliver a really great customer experience. So we're building on so much existing knowledge while leveraging all of the latest and greatest in innovation.
And well, let me stick with you for just a second, because what I'm curious about too is, we feel like WebEx is in a unique position in that, one, we've been security first forever, and now AI enters into that, presents new challenges. But also there's this real-time media model. There's a lot of different things that both present new challenges, but also potentially new opportunities. I'm just kind of curious, what are you most proud of in terms of how WebEx is handling the opportunity here?
I think we've looked at it in a very unique way. Everyone has been obsessed with ChatGPT and large language models, and while we're also engaging on all of those technologies, the real-time media model, I think, is our key differentiator. Taking our long history and DNA in audio, video, and learning all of the things that are unspoken. So it's not just about text and words that you see, but everything you say with your hands, with your face, with the tone of your voice, incorporating that and understanding how a customer feels, as well as just how we communicate with each other as a team and build culture, I think is going to be a huge differentiator for us.
Perfect. I'm going to step between you two, actually, just to make this easier. Jono, no, you don't get to go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
I want to ask you as well, what kind of thing stands out at you for AI, whether you mention it here or whether you look forward to it coming up?
I think one of the things that's really interesting about AI is it actually sets a new North Star that people go, oh, we can do that. So it's opening up a whole different imagination. When we talk about our RMM, real-time media, that's just the first step on a journey. And as people use this, we're going to see, oh, that could be used there as well. And AI's technology, you can always build new tech and better tech, and that's what we're investing in. Like Larissa said, the compounding of this on top of each other.
I feel like sometimes it's a double-edged sword. I'll have you come back in here, we'll keep it all together, but I feel like it's a double-edged sword with AI, with the focus on large language models, and then so many people who get introduced to that and think, oh, that's AI. And those of us who've been working with AI, especially you guys for such a long period of time, you have to almost overcome some of the initial inertia. I think there's a word in there. But when it comes to customers, and how are they responding to what we're doing, and how do you feel about in lockstep as we listen to them and attempt to execute?
I think a lot of people are being asked by their board what are you going to do about AI? So it's almost a forced conversation. It's a buzzword in every single conversation. And yet, I don't think people know how they're going to leverage AI yet. And so while there is excitement, while there is openness, there isn't translation into reality yet. And so that's where we've been having a lot of our conversations is, what do you do every day? What are the outcomes you're trying to drive? And how does AI help you do that better or faster? Not necessarily talking about replacing people. Because I think the assumption and the scared factor is this going to take my job, right? Like that's where they go. And so walking them through, how do you introduce that in the ways you work today? And then how does that continuously get better? And how do you measure? How do you know that it's actually helping? And so those conversations are happening on a regular basis. And I think more and more people are becoming more comfortable, especially with the security aspect, right? Am I sending private information all over the place in the cloud? And am I putting my company at risk? How do I leverage AI while not putting myself at risk?
Well, and I love the fact that Cisco, I feel like WebEx specifically is always built from the ground up. It slows us down, I feel like, internally. I probably shouldn't say it out loud. Sometimes when it comes to rolling out new features, because there is a process, there's a legacy infrastructure, and then there's an expectation from customers about how we're going to handle their data. You have any additional commentary on how AI is being received by customers and how our response is to it?
Well, I think, and Larissa sort of touched on it too, if you just talk about AI as a tool and technology, it's scary. How does it make our business better? That's our job as the partner to these businesses. How will it improve your human agent experience or the customer experience? And then also we have heritage and security just as we do in media and AI. And I think that helps the conversation as well. What are your outcomes? How is this going to get better? AI is a way to accelerate a lot of those things.
Yeah. And I'm curious, because this comes up every now and then, there's a little bit of a switch here, but when we talk about customers who, for whatever reason, maybe it's part of their policy at work, they're not going to be connected, can't always take advantage of our cloud-based services, where does that leave them in terms of WebEx Suite and some of the other things that we offer? Can they still take advantage of everything we're offering?
So I think depending on the deployment type, like certain defense deployments, there are definitely going to be a longer time period before those can be made available. But one of the strategic changes we made in our architecture, specifically in the contact center, is to allow for a lot of the modern capabilities, whether it be AI delivered by us or even a partner, to be made available even in an on-prem environment. So I think that is one way that we're really leaning into our existing customer base, not leaving them behind, while being very forward-looking with all of the innovations in the industry. So you can take what you have and wrap it with modern capabilities without having to move everything to the cloud all at once.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm just going to, final question for both of you. I'm going to hit you with it first, but you can hear it so you know what's coming up. But it's, what do you think is overlooked or misunderstood? Do you find yourself in one or two things always having to kind of correct and go, no, we don't do it that, or that's part of this, or anything like that that you wish people understood a little bit more directly?
Actually, it's don't forget your human agents. I think in a lot of conversations, people think of human agents as cost. They're not. Train them, upskill them, help them learn to use this AI as a tool. You're going to see better customer experience and better business outcomes. Don't overlook your human agents.
I like that a lot. Don't forget they are human, and they should be considered assets, not expense items. I think is what you're saying there too. So can you one-up Jono on that one?
So the thing I'd like to add to that is the things that we're learning with AI is not just how to run a more efficient business, but actually how do we take care of our agents, our people better? And agent burnout is a great example of that. We see 40% churn of agents in the industry. And now we're looking at how do we keep the best talent? How do we prevent burnout? How do we take care of human beings? So not only is it important to have human agents, but it's important to take care of the employees that you have that are serving these customers.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Larissa, thank you so much. Jono, thank you as well. Nice job on stage here. So guys, be sure and check out everything else. We've got a lot more focus and we're getting into more details. Thankfully, they're not running agent burnout analysis on this stream that I'm aware of, or I would have heard about it already. I have a feeling I'm not burned out. I'm having fun. That's all it is, Steve. We'll go back to you.
Fantastic job, Rob, as always. Thank you so much, my friend. Thanks again to Larissa and to Jono as well. Boy, Jono nailed it right there. Do not forget your human agents. Remember, Cisco, yeah, we build a lot of technologies, but Cisco is a human-first company. We are about people. Without the people, none of the rest of this matters. Every great interaction results in transformation. No transformation, no value. That's simply the fundamental reality of things. And by the same token, every customer journey should end with a solution. This is what we just heard about. WebEx customer experience is making sure that you and your organization are the ones who are delivering that solution in every single engagement. Check out some of the ways that that works.
Meet Carlos. He's on his way to watch his daughter graduate, and his flight was just delayed. When he saw the text message from the airline, he fully panicked. What is he supposed to do? So he picks Call Me. WebEx Connect takes Carlos's reply and through WebEx Contact Center routes his details to Sandra, the next available agent. With Journey Data Service supplying AI-powered data, Sandra knows why Carlos needs help. No need to explain the situation. Perfect. Plus, Sandra's not working alone. Combining AI and collaborating with other experts via the WebEx app, Sandra now has the information to quickly secure Carlos a new flight. She identifies a flight that arrives 10 minutes earlier at nearby Oakland Airport. That works for Carlos. Sandra upgrades him as a courtesy, providing him the option of 2 remaining seats in Economy Plus. Carlos prefers a window seat and chooses 8A. In the background, his customer profile is updated with the seat preference. During the moment Sandra is providing Carlos his confirmation number, he receives a text with the new flight details. Expectations exceeded. He checks in and adds the boarding pass to his wallet app. To make the experience even better, Sandra uses WebEx Connect to send Carlos a free drink voucher.
This is amazing. Thanks for turning a stressful situation into a positive one.
After hanging up the call, a survey is triggered through WebEx Experience Management to rate the interaction between 1 and 5. Carlos picks 5 stars, of course. Wouldn't it be great if every customer experience was like this? It can be with WebEx Customer Experience Platform.
It really has never been more important to create that fantastic customer experience. We're going to keep talking about that all day long here at the show. Right now, though, we're going to take a very quick station break. We're going to dive into security starting about 10 seconds from now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.